Fucking Ye is officially a billionaire now. He owes 100% of Yeezy. Did y'all know that?
Yes.
You knew that the whole time?
Yes.
I did not know that.
You should. Did you see the transition in Ye's like mental aura, bro? Like Ye moves like he owns 100% of the hottest brand out.
So can we? So can we have a real conversation that doesn't involve emotion around this Ye situation? This Ye concept.
Do you see the video when he did the interview with GQ
Yeah.
and they're just laying on his things in like the lamb pen or whatever in Wyoming. But yeah, let's have the honest conversation.
So I'm gonna start with the diversion. Finishing Spook to Step Out the Door. I read that Made in America book a couple weeks ago. I'm under the impression that these niggas are playing a completely different game. A united front of billionaires looks a little suspicious, and we got to go break it up. We got to go cause some friction. Ye was just on a Twitter rant talking about being a couple $100 million in the hole from betting on himself and his products that he believed in. Like this, hopefully everybody remembers that shit. I'm not just making this up. A couple $100 million in the hole. To turn that around in less than 3 years and be up 1.3 billion from betting on himself, and y'all still trying to paint him as crazy. It's a different. If your feelings were hurt and you felt offended by some of the things that he said, it's a different conversation. I'm happy to have him with you, but it's a lot. There are a lot of people who operate in that same world of success financially that say and do a lot more crazier shit, and they are not publicized and deemed as crazy.
Yeah,
and demonized.
On Ye's part, he just had to have the thoughts and the ideas catch up to, or that just needed his mouth to catch up to, his words to catch up to what his ideas and his thoughts were.
Yeah.
Because a lot of that stuff initially was so regurgitated and like such like a word vomit at first because of all this stuff that he wanted to get done, but he had no friends. He had no important friends in that moment that could help in that situation. And like you said, betting on himself.
But who can help what they're not meant to understand? And I think that's the why I resonate with it so much is because so often it's back to the point you made it early, G. When you read or learn something, you want so bad for everybody around you to get it, and it's just not how that shit works. And so even if you did know how to present it in a way, and niggas still looking at you like, because for whatever reason, whenever Ye went on them runs, when he went to talk to the Breakfast Club, when he went to talk to Sway, and he went viral and everybody was calling him crazy, I was starting to feel crazy because everything that nigga was saying made perfect sense.
Making so much sense. But that's what I was talking about though. Like that's where even for myself, I had to think about it that way too. Was that maybe I'm talking too much.
Maybe I'm talking too much.
You know what I mean? Like maybe there's just way too many words just coming out right now. Maybe I should dial that part back. Do it or figure out the way to have this being done so they could be presented differently. Because I think that's what happens though. Because like even what you were saying, who is ready for all these ideas that you have? Truth. So then you figure out how to do it, and then people come along as if they were a part of that the entire time, or they knew exactly what this genius that was on hand for it or whatever. Like, nah, that's not how it went at all. But the story would be told it's completely different. And Ye's not going to end up as crazy as all these people thought that he was throughout this time frame. And they're not going to remember him as being as crazy as they thought he was. You know what I mean? Like that comes later.
So
when he builds these campuses that he got for the Yeezy shit,
what's the long game look like versus the short game of being popular and and people kind of fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's that? What is that? Is that where the liberation lies? And like, oh, all this is tethered to something that ain't real. Popularity ain't real. The white hotness,
Not at all.
it's not real. So if I got something I'm trying to accomplish, and I know what it's gonna take, then bet here we go. And then on the back end of it, because we only celebrate and champion the end of the process and not the process.
That's it.
We only champion the results. Here are the results, motherfuckers, and y'all were just calling me crazy for the last 3 years. Y'all disown me. I wasn't black for no more. Y'all want the old Kanye, none of that. But all this black wealth and ownership and all this independentness shit y'all talking about, nigga, I own 100% of Yeezy, nigga. What more do you want? I showed you how to get it. I showed you how to think freely and not be tethered to what's being spewed and laid in front of you, or how to move and what your political alignment needs to be, and where the money is actually made. What's being said then?
Bro, fuck with yourself and be okay with the result.